In this video of $1,000 dining, we have come to one of the most expensive resorts in Vietnam. Today you're going to witness a breakfast buffet, a tour of our villa, mountainside room service, and the most luxurious dinner that money can buy to cap it all off. But before all that, let's back up. This behind me is a resort known as Six Sense. Six Sense has locations at resorts all around the world. In Vietnam, it has two. Right now we're in their Nha Trang location. One of the unique features of this resort is that it is so secluded. There are no roads, no motorbikes. There's really no way to get in or out except for by boat. That means it is extremely peaceful here. Now soon, I'm going to be showing you what about $1,600 a day gets you in one of these mountainside villas. But before that, breakfast. Guys, I'm so embarrassed. I keep saying 6 cents like you have an extra sense, but actually it's 6 senses. But I've learned that while you are here, you actually need all 6 of your senses to truly appreciate this place. Sight, vision, smell, taste, touch, and wallet. All the senses. For us in particular, our room includes breakfast, but when I asked about how much the breakfast would cost on its own, the answer was roughly around $40. Not that affordable, it's a little bit crazy. That being said, it is an amazing buffet. But before we go there, we're gonna go to the cold room. Vietnam is a very hot and humid country, so the stuff they put in here is the stuff that would melt if it was out there, including cheese and mainly the cheese. One of the coolest parts about the cold room is the fruit selection. They have a little bit of everything, including fruits that look like they're from the planet on Avatar. They have jarred salad, a load of different sauces, and then here, they even have some Korean kimbap. I wouldn't recommend it because they have much better food than that. We have some salmon, some cold cuts, and then the most boring section of all, cereal. Hey, if you're an adult and you still eat cereal, what happened? Let me know downstairs in the comments down below. From here, we're gonna go to the hot counter where they have some hot noodles. Every day they have 2 different types of noodles here. Today it is beef pho, and they have a wonton noodle soup. Right now I'm gonna try those wonton noodles. The dish starts with egg noodles, some bean sprouts, blanch that for a little bit, and toss it into the bowl. From here we have our wontons. Not just wontons, but they have quail eggs and they have some pork in there too. Blanch that for a bit, toss that in the bowl, hit it with some spring onions and some of that delicious broth. Hit it with some pepper and that is ready to eat. On the side they also have a whole bevy of different condiment options. This looks pretty good how it is, so I'm just gonna eat it straight up. All right, I'm wrong. My wife said get fish sauce. Hit it with a little bit of that. There we go. My good wife. Can I go to the table now, wife? Okay, good. Check out the ambiance right there. Whoosh, the actual ocean. I'm eating on the beach because I want to show you the beach, but actually it happens to be raining right now, but not that hard, so it's okay. Right here, the wonton noodle soup. Well, I'm gonna start with a wonton. Cheers. There's just something about the wrapper around the wonton, the juiciness of the pork inside the wonton. It's very good. A little bit of egg noodle, a little bit of pork. The noodles have a nice bite. They're soaking up that broth. That broth has beautiful, tasty, salty pork fattiness to it. This is what I missed. I just spent a month in South America recently, and it was great, except for, do you know what they don't have? This. People also call this rocket fuel. This will light up your day. Right here, shumai. That's pretty good. Porky, little bits of shrimp inside. It's got a nice fatty flavor to it. Right here, like a steamed gyoza. Hit that with a little bit of the Thai chili sauce. That's fire. Super meaty. So that's our first course, but there's a lot more buffet to see. Let's go upstairs and I'll show you the rest. Starting with something very simple, but very fun. Eggs. Not just any eggs. These eggs are perfectly circular and they are all sunny side up. As we travel down, we come across the beef sausages. Let's take a look at what they've got here. Looks like a little bit of fried rice. And under this one, wah, wah, wah. Look, noodles for breakfast is one thing. Okra, that crosses the line. Absolutely not. They have a congee station here, and then you could get some salted egg. But here they also have the 1,000-year-old egg. That's not something you often see in a buffet. Very cool. This is the hot food station right here. Right now, they're making up some banh cun. Banh cun is a steamed rice pancake. So she has some rice batter that she makes with rice flour. She spreads it over kind of a mesh net, steams it, and then she fills it with wood ear mushroom and a little bit of minced pork. Roll it up, and then that is our banh cun right there. It looks delicious. I'm gonna grab some now. I think I'm gonna get some 1,000-year-old eggs to try out too. Why not? All right, folks, we have course 2 right here. This is our banh cun. Now, this is the secret to making it taste amazing. You get the biggest spoon you can find and just absolutely saturate it with that fish sauce. It is a velvety, soft, thin, delicate texture on the outside, and then some nice, bold, wood ear mushroom and pork on the inside. I love it. Oh, that's good. When I go to a buffet like this, I'm looking to try something a little bit new. Something like the century egg. Some people call it the 1,000-year-old egg. Some call it a century egg. Some call it absolutely disgusting. You can see the white has become this kind of amber color. Then there's a oozing, slimy green in the center. Cheers. The part that's formerly known as the white part of the egg is very firm. It's almost like a gummy bear. Then the yolk itself, a little bit more sulfury, oozy, but to me it's not a bad flavor at all. It's a very pungent, powerful, bold, savory flavor. Tastes like I put my tongue on a 9-volt battery. The proper way to eat this is to actually mix it about and try it all together. Cheers. I feel vexed. That is some of the worst congee I've ever had in my life. It has no seasoning whatsoever. The best part of this congee is actually the 1,000-year-old egg. So that is the breakfast buffet. But from here, we're gonna head to a villa that costs $1,600 per day. But there's a catch. The catch is that no buggy, no bicycle, no car can get to our villa. Our villa is on the mountainside, and in order to get there, we're gonna have to hike. All right, folks, right there is the breakfast building, and our villa is way up here. Right now, we have about a 5-minute hike to get to our actual villa. Let's get to hiking.
Minutes later.
All right, guys, we made it to Waterpool Villa 4, which is great, except that that's not our villa. Let's keep going.
2,000 years later.
This is a good amount of walking, and listen, there is no other way to get here. This place is certainly not handicap accessible. What's wild is not just the fact that you have to walk here yourself every time you want to go back to your villa, but everything you order, somebody has to strap that to their back and hike through these trails and walk it here. But once you get here, the views are worth it. Welcome to Hilltop Villa 16. Here we have 3 different structures. The first one you see on the right side, this is kind of like the guest house. Once you're finally all the way up, you can do a 180 and take a look at that. Blue X water, a boat, rocks, grass, stuff that God made. Thanks, God. Big ups. Right here, sunbeds, plenty of places to get skin cancer. Then we move into our second structure right here. This is kind of a living room / hangout area. Inside, card table, extra couches. My favorite part right here is the food corner. Cashews, a little snack, you break the seal, boom. Why'd I do that? That cost me money. Boom, wine fridge. It's nice and convenient that it's there, but if you grab a bottle and drink it, you're gonna have to pay. Down here we have a fridge, we've got soda, we've got beer, and we've got some Vietnamese chocolates. All right. $5. From here, let's go check out the master bedroom. Before we go inside, these stairs go up into a hidden oasis, an outdoor shower. I'm not gonna actually use the shower right now because I have clothes on and you don't wanna see me with my clothes off. You couldn't handle it. Let's go inside. Take a look. The first thing we have here is a snack nook, dragon fruit. One of the coolest looking fruits in the world that tastes like water. From here we have a big king bed with mosquito nets that they put down at night. We have a TV, which we've not made much use of because we also have this view. Pretty good deal, huh? Here's what's been awesome about this place, something that's certainly not guaranteed if you come here, but the other morning we looked out here and we saw a load of monkeys. They're not technically monkeys, they're called langurs. Nobody knows what a langur is though. At least 20 of these guys all together, big ones, small ones, moms, dads, non-binary ones. I didn't ask actually. Try to stay away from that topic. So these things are cute, they love leaves, and they leave behind presents. It's good luck. It's a piece of shit. Let's go back inside and check out the bathroom. Check out the bathroom. First of all, the toilet. A lot of toilets would have a fan here, right? No, here we have a window. So after you destroy the bathroom, open the window and blame it on the langurs. This is like a old copper tub. I love it. Here, a big wooden bathtub. Finally, the shower. The shower is big and beautiful and it's kind of tilted down. You can definitely feel the tilt when you stand in here, and I guess that's so the water goes down the drain. It works. From here, we can go out the other balcony and take a look at another gorgeous view. Whoosh. Now, with all that said, this is not the most expensive villa, but it's also not the cheapest. In fact, they have one that costs about $8,000 per day. I'm showing you a video of it now. They probably don't love that I'm flying a drone around a place they paid so much money for. But also, take note, water slide. Is it worth paying 4 to 5 times more to have a water slide? For me, technically no. We've seen the entire villa, but what about the room service? In a moment, I'm gonna order room service and somebody's gonna have to put all that food into a Sherpa bamboo backpack and they're gonna have to hike it up here to our villa. So in order to be nice, I should just order one item. But I'm not gonna be nice. I'm hungry. Let's get some room service. The food has arrived and check out this guy's food backpack. Look at all this. Thank you, man. So I've ordered 4 different foods and 1 drink. He's gonna set all that up now and then truck the rest of this back to the restaurant. How much does a lunch like this cost? Ding, not super cheap, but I gotta say, it all looks really fantastic. Boom, spring roll. We've got their own spicy peanut sauce right here. I'm gonna get a little bit of it. The rice paper on the outside has the perfect amount of thickness. You want a lot of greens. You don't want it to be completely full of vermicelli. A little bit of meat, all those elements together combined with that spicy peanut sauce, it is delicious. That is a mojito. Since they know it's gonna be a while before it gets from the restaurant to your room, they serve it like this. Then separately, they bring you a bag of ice. I'm gonna toss in some of those ice cubes. Then you just top it off with a little bit of club soda. Mix it up a little bit and try it out. That's good. From here we have something that's very classic Vietnamese. Welcome to the bánh xèo. It's a rice pancake made out of rice flour and a little bit of turmeric. Inside you'll see a load of bean sprouts, some onions, and then seafood. We're gonna close the pancake, then we're gonna rip it with the chopstick. Grab a leaf, a little bit of those crunchy bits, veggies, squid, mushrooms, shrimp, pickled daikon, and carrot. I'm gonna give that a little bit of a fold. And then right here we have our fish sauce. It's like a little basket of perfection. Oh, I'm in love. You have the leaf, but inside you have something crunchy and fried. Then you have the incredible texture of the vegetables inside with some bouncy seafood. And then last of all, this sauce is what ties it all together. Excellent. In just a moment, we're gonna be trying their beef pho. But first, this is their fried sea bass. So first, hit it with a little bit of citrus, and then I'm gonna take the Singaporean sauce and dump that on top. Let's give it a shot. A little bit more sauce. What is that? Overall delicious. The sauce is confounding. It almost tastes like a canned tomato sauce with little chunks of beef in it. The fish itself, it's good, it's firm, it's not too flaky. From here, we're gonna swap out this with this. This right here is the most internationally known food in Vietnam, beef pho. If you're on the mean streets of Saigon, this would cost you about $2 to $4. Here, it costs about $25. So, is it gonna be about 5 times better? No, but some guy brings it to you in a bamboo backpack. The other thing that's special about this is the way they serve it. They have this, a thermos that is full of broth, because if they put the broth on it before bringing it here, by the time it gets here, the noodles are gonna be so oversaturated and soggy, it's gonna be inedible. So I'm gonna pour it in. This is really gonna bring this bowl to life. Okay, that's a very competent broth. Let's try some of these noodles. The noodles are nice and warm, tender, and respectful. They have a sauce that you can dip the meat in, then you bring it back. You might grab some noodles. You eat it all together. The beef is cut super thin, it's salty, it has a nice beefiness to the broth. Everything together, it's a wonderful combination. So that is room service on the side of a cliff. But it's not our final meal today. After this, we're gonna spend the maximum amount of money possible. We're gonna be going to a dining location that fits exactly one party. That party is me, Emily. Just opposite the ocean, right here, literally embedded into the side of this piece of land, you have the Wine Cave, a place suited for an exclusive meal for 2 to 8 people. Let's go take a look. Wow, not bad. The first thing you notice is that it's about 20 degrees cooler than outside. The other thing you notice is the amount of wine and the lack of security. I should have brought a backpack. This is the perfect place to store wine, or a body, I guess. Too much? Cheeses. Here we're gonna be enjoying a 3-course meal. Let's see what the chef has brought. Our first course has been served. It's right here. We're gonna talk about that in one moment. But first, to book this cave right here, it costs $410. There's exactly one wine cave, so only one group can be in this cave per night. Tonight, it's us. Now right here, they've served something called bo la lot. Bo means beef. La lot is a type of leaf that is on here wrapped around the minced beef mixture. But first, is a pho cocktail. Oh yeah, it's a little spicy. There is some essence of pho in that drink, but it'll get you drunk. Back to the food. I'm gonna shove that in this fish sauce mixture. Oh, that's juicy. There's a strong aromatic essence to that lalo leaf. But once your teeth crack through that outer layer, you're met with this gush of seasoned beefy goodness. It's the perfect way to start this fancy meal. Our second course has arrived. Thank you. It's made from a black chicken?
Yes.
Wow, guys, diversity. Let's talk about what is special about black chicken. First of all, it's gonna be replacing the white chicken in the next Disney release. The other special thing about the black chicken is its use in Asian cuisine. In the US, yes, we're accustomed to our white chicken, if you wanna call it that. But the black chicken, it is black through and through. First, we've got the herbs. There's chilies, onions, a little bit of cucumber, and then some of that black meat. It has that same sweetened fish sauce too that we've had throughout the day. All mixed in with a vegetable salad, including onions, carrots, and young banana flour. Filling, flavorful, and delicious. It's so good. I'm gonna try one more bite with a salad and a little bit of that black chicken on top of this crispy shrimp chip. nachos have met their match. Now I know what you're thinking about the black chicken. Does it taste different? No. I think it is strictly visual, but it's about the story. It's about the rarity. This is our second course. We're just waiting for the final course of the day. Thank you. I'm told this is 12-hour braised pork belly, and it has a big old river prawn looking quite seductive, shining, shimmering, splendid. When did you last let your heart decide? I think I'll start with that. Thick, plump, and juicy. Now, let's unveil this big old piece of pork. Oh my Lord, braised for days. Now, I want to see how smoothly I can glide through that pork belly. There we go. I'm picking up the perfect bite right here. Just a deep, delicious, savory flavor to it. It's been braising with soy sauce. The fat just melts on your tongue. It's like Texas has slow and low barbecue, but Vietnam has slow and low braising in a clay pot. It was also the perfect way to end our meal here inside of the wine cave. But from here, we're gonna go outside and talk about how much money was spent today. Boom, guys, that is the end of the video here at the resort known as Six Senses. Today, I set out with the goal to spend over $1,000 on dining. So let's break it down. For breakfast, it was, well, included in the price of the room. The price of the room, let's say $1,600. Then there's the room service, $112.60 cents. Then for dinner, $410. Except for the food and beverage manager gave that to us for free because he's a nice guy. Thanks. So even if we deduct the dinner, we still spend over $1,000 on living and dining in this resort for one day. First of all, please note, I am not being sponsored by this location. So my authentic, true opinion is that this is a very classy, competent, well put together resort and experience. This is the kind of place that you get to go on a honeymoon or on very special occasions. Each villa creates a unique experience. Now it is starting to sound like a commercial. I want a discount, but the thing I would warn you against is staying here too long. You might get bored. That is a day of living and eating here at Six Senses in Vietnam, one of the most expensive resorts in this country, and I hope you enjoyed it. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Oh, I'm gonna jump in the ocean.
If you love Indian food, then you're gonna love our new channel, Best Ever Food India. Subscribe now for weekly videos showcasing the most unique street food from around the country.